Hi guys, in this lesson I'm gonna give you some more lines using melodic minor, and this time we're gonna focus on mixing chords into the lines. So this is my third lesson for fundamental changes, where I'm working on melodic minor lines, and in this lesson we're gonna use the key of D minor, so that would be this scale. And as I mentioned at the beginning, I'm gonna make some lines that are mixing up single note lines with chords. So we need some chord voicings in this area of the neck, since I'm using this 10th position D melodic minor. And those chords would be something like this. So of course I didn't harmonize the whole scale, and you could do this in more detail, but since I'm only making 3 lines and just showing sort of the process of how I might think about adding chords to a solo line, I'm not going to go into that in detail. There are going to be other lessons on that later, and also I actually have some lessons on this on my channel already. So let's just do the first line. So what's going on? So we start with this part, which is just a run in the scale, in fact. So I start with this trill, which is a chromatic encircling of the root of the scale, and then I'm sort of switching between 2 chords. This chord, which you could look at as a C sharp 7 voicing, but it works just as well as sort of a spicy D minor major with a 13, and then this D minor 6 voicing, and then I'm doing this pattern on it. So what I'm using is that I'm going between the 2 voicings, and I sort of split them up, so I have a melody part and a chord part, which is something that's very useful, because then you have, since you're taking the energy to play a whole chord, you can sort of split it up and get more out of using the chord, and save time for your left hand. The second line sounds like this. So this time I'm starting with another chord, actually one that I didn't cover in the beginning, but it's actually an inversion of an F augmented triad, so it's the upper structure of a D minor major. And then I'm actually just running up that chord. So same idea, since I'm anyway playing the chord, I'm using that in the line. And then I'm using another triad, which is an E minor triad. So you get... And then I'm playing 2 D minor chords. The first one is this minor major, D minor major shell voicing, and then D minor 9 voicing like this. The third line sounds like this. So here I'm really using sort of the fact that I can use the chords to make more than one voice. So I split the chord in 2 parts: melody, chord. And what I'm doing is, the melody is just going, and then I'm changing the chords underneath it. So I'm playing first D minor, and then this sort of E minor, and I guess the way I'm thinking about it, I'm not really thinking too much about the chords, I'm just thinking about 2 movements. So you have the melody descending like this, and then you have these thirds descending under it, and then I'm resolving to this chord. So that's how you go by these chords. So that was 3 lines using melodic minor and using chords within the single note lines. I hope you can use it and find a way to use this to make your own lines using melodic minor, and also how to mix chords with your single note lines. If you want a PDF of the examples of in this video, then you can go to the Fundamental Changes website. There's a link in the description. And you can download a PDF there, and of course you can also subscribe to the newsletter if you want to have an email every time they publish a new lesson, which is quite often. If you like this lesson, you can of course also subscribe to my YouTube channel to keep up to date with the lessons that I make. So thank you for watching.